What's up, agents? Patrick Wolf here. Welcome to another Division 2 vendor reset. I do these every single week, every single Tuesday, so make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for future vendor resets and any kind of good content. Alright guys, so let's see what we have for this week. I'm gonna try and make this as quick as possible. So let's quickly turn on the base damage for all the weapons. Just remind me guys to put it on, because for some reason in the Dark Zone vendors it just goes off. Alright, so we've got an enhanced AUG A3P. This is a submachine gun, 13k base, which is actually pretty decent, with measured distance and cannon. AUG A3 with sadist, allegro, and in rhythm. A tactical M1911 with spike, optimized, and protected reload. Protected reload is great. Remember guys, it works for any three of your slots. Any three guns you're using while this is on your character equipped, it'll work. So it's very good. 10% bonus armor while reloading. RNK backpack. This has got 3.5% crit chance, 8% crit damage, and 12.4k armor with safeguard and health. It's not actually a bad backpack. If you could keep the crit chance roll armor percentage, safeguard and vital would be really good. It's not bad at all. Petrov defense chest piece, 143 skill power, 14.9k armor, 7.5% crit damage with 6.5% headshot damage with self-adjusting. It comes with a utility mod slot as well. And the stats are not normally high on these Petrov defense chest pieces, but you do get a lot of attributes. Just be wary of that and just make sure if you find something that's decently high. I mean, I've got some with 30,000 armor on it, which is crazy. It depends. Just keep an eye out for these guys. It could potentially be a great chest piece. Offensive mod slot, it's only 1% weapon damage, 2.5 weapon handling, and optimal range. Optimal range could be good for any kind of like shotgun SMG build. They don't really have the best range. Now, critical range has been removed from the game, just remember that, but this is different. This is how much damage you get from the further you are from the enemy. So you don't want to be using an SMG from long ranges unless you stack a lot of this. So I mean, if you could put 5 of these mods, it'll be quite interesting to see what happens. But yeah, it is here for you guys. Then we got a trauma deflect duration mod for the drone. That's 22.2%. It's not very high. 63% duration for the turret, which isn't bad. But considering if you guys use BTSU gloves, don't worry about anything like that. But I mean, if you want to put this on and you want to keep your turret up as long as possible, then it's up to you. So yeah, that's it from the base operations vendor. Like always, I do the clan vendor, level 30. I showcase all the stuff from there. If you guys see anything in the lower level clans, just let me know. Leave a comment and I will pin it, so we can see what else is there. I don't think we have the better stuff in the lower clan vendors. I like remember the high armor roll, guys. I do remember that. I only bought one. I still regret it, but anyways, let's see what we got this week. Invisible hand, 13,700 base damage. This has got fast hands, perfect allegro, and in rhythm. I really do enjoy using this weapon. I recommend using it. The base damage is pretty high. With perfect allegro, it's a great gun. I use it in PvE. I mean, 20k base on my assault rifle PvE build that I have currently equipped is actually not too bad. Aces and Eights mask. This has got 7% crit chance, 24% damage to elite. Unfortunately, that's very high. You do get an offensive mod slot as well. This is preferably for a Marksman rifle build, so the crit chance is not too bad, but damage to elite, you could just reroll that and you have a pretty good mask, I guess. 7% LMG damage and 119 skill power for the hardwired gloves. Aces and Eights gloves, 5 shotgun, 5 LMG with an offensive mod slot. MP7. This is Ranger, Extra, and Rooted. Very, very nice rolls here, guys, except for Ranger. Extra is good on any gun, and Rooted is a must-have for any kind of skill build. The damage is 10-5. You could just reroll Ranger for like close and personal or anything else really that applies to an SMG. Not bad. Double barrel sold off. This has got Breadbasket, Allegro, and Rooted. 170k base. Overall Holdings holster, 725 skill power, which is actually really high with an offensive mod slot, not bad. Then an FAL SA58. This has got on empty, optimized, and rooted, 14.9, just under 15,000 base damage. Black Market RPK, 13,521 base, sadist, optimized, and everlasting. Then we've got RNK gloves, Marksman rifle, 8%, 5% LMG damage with clutch. Interesting. Then Overlord chest piece. Okay, this has got 5 weapon, 8 crit, 7 crit damage. It's got berserk, but it's got 2 defensive mod slots, so it's going to be difficult to run berserk on this chest piece. It's up to you guys. I mean, you could probably put health. If you want to use a clutch build with this, I wouldn't recommend it, because you don't want any defensive mod slots there. Otherwise, they're either going to be empty or you shouldn't use them, because you should roll health in other ways. Alright, so utility mod slot 110 skill power with Seeker 166. This is good. I need to do some calculations with my mods. Just check, add the 2 stats, guys, skill power and Seeker, if you're looking for a Seeker mine mod. Just add the two together and see if this is better than the one you have. I'm going to do that right now after I finish recording this, and then I'm going to quickly check and buy possibly 2 or 3 of these. Very nice. Make sure don't miss this, guys. Don't miss this. Don't miss this at all. It looks pretty good. Then we got 58% holstered region for the ballistic shield. 43% healing for the hive. I think the highest I've got is 33. Very nice. Then we've got 26% radius for the pulse. So we've got some decent mods this week. The theater settlement. SASG 12 with ranger, distance, and cannon. Military MK17. This has got 37k base, 37.5 with lucky shot, allegro, and double duty. Very nice. Lucky shot is very good, guys. This pretty much gives you a lot of ammo because magazine capacity is increased by 20%. Missed shots from cover have a 100% chance to return to the magazine. So pretty much, if you're a bad shot, maybe you're playing on console and you're new to the game, you should use this because you have infinite ammo. If you miss, you get the bullet back. So it's actually really good. Double duty as well. That's not a bad talent. So make sure to put this on if you guys are a bad shot. It really will help you out a lot. Overlord gloves, LMG Marksman rifle with Opportunistic. Interesting. Opportunistic works very well for any kind of like an SVD build, any weapon that is spammable, because it only lasts for 3 seconds. So you don't want to have a gun that takes more than 2 seconds to load. Otherwise, you're pretty much wasting it. But it's very nice. Any kind of marksman. I wouldn't recommend using it with shotguns unless you're using like the rock and roll shotgun or anything with high RPM like the Super 90. But yeah, this could be really good. This is actually a decent pair of gloves because you also get the 10% rifle damage from the one piece. So if you could roll rifle damage instead of LMG damage, obviously Opportunistic only works with marksman, so it's up to you guys. It is a bit tricky. It's unfortunate, but it's still got marksman rifle on it. So I mean, you could even put something like hazard protection. Completely up to you. Uligard knee pads, 8k armor. That's a bit low. I think the highest you can get is like 18,000, somewhere around there. It's got 2 defensive mod slots. Then we got a defensive mod slot, 7.9k armor, 1% health with 1.5% total armor. That's really high. I think this is really good. I know the percentage base is low, but remember guys, the percentage base works on what's already on your build because obviously it's in a percentage base. This adds flat numbers to your build. So this could be really good. You guys better not overlook these. Have a look at your build, look at your mods, maybe buy one and just compare the difference between your best mod and this mod. This is actually really good. Don't let this pass. And it's got 1% health. It's a bit low, but it still adds health to your build. Then we got Brushless Dc Motor, 36% health for the Seeker Mine. Auxiliary battery for the shield, it's 269. Then a vac pack, which is +4 max targets to the Firefly. Alright guys, to get to the campus settlement this week, remember, just go lift the blockade. You'll see it linked to the campus. That's why it'll be locked because of the invasion. So just go and lift the blockade and she will become available for you to fast travel to. Paratrooper Svd, 44k base with fast hands, distance, and in rhythm. Black Market RPK 74 with sadist, optimized, and protected deploy. Fenris Mask with 16k health, not bad, with 3.5% crit chance with capacitive as the unique talent. China Light Industries holster, 407 skill power and just under 20k health, not bad. It's got a utility mod slot as well. Then we got a utility mod, 58 skill power, 4% grenade damage and 2% explosives damage. This could be really good if you guys like using grenades. Interesting. I think this will work with the the grenade launcher. This could be really strong if you want to stack that. So just have a look there. 39% duration for the chem launcher, that's a mod. Then a 32% health for the hive, and then a silicon coil. Oh, this is a pulse coil slot, 41% charge speed. Darkson West Vendor, he has got Tactical Super 90 SBS with 91k base with pummel, jazz hands, and everlasting. Urban MDR, 30k base, bread basket, extra, and overlap. Badger tough gloves, 11k health, 1.5 crit chance, 5% pistol damage. Then we got a Roll Your Holdings knee pads, 11k health with calculated as the talent with an offensive mod slot. Then a defensive mod, 2000 armor, 3.5% health, 2.5% total armor. Russian doll +6 extra Seeker Mine clusters. Very nice. Cluster mine. That's very good. That's very nice for any kind of Seeker build. Instead of having 3, you could have +6. So you can have 9 Seeker Mines, guys. So make sure to put this on your Seeker Mine build. It's really, really good. It works with a cluster, remember. So it's very, very strong. Then we've got 74% health for the ballistic shield. Very nice. And 18% speed for the Firefly. Dark Zone East Vendor. She's got an SRSA-1 with steady-handed distance and Zen, 85k base. MG5, 11.4 with close and personal optimized and recharged. DNH mask with 247 skill power and 18% skill est with trauma as the talent. Then an Alp Summit. Ooh, Alp Summit a holster. Fortunately, it's health on kill. I thought we were going to get a nice health roll. It's got insulated on it. The utility mod slot, 99 skill with 3.5 bleed and 1% grenade damage. If you guys wanted to stack bleed damage for any kind of hive, come and get it right here. Then we have got a 4 ammo for the chem launcher. Auxiliary battery 297, which is actually really high. Atmospheric analyzer with 47% effect duration for the pulse. Finally, Dark Zone South Fender. MP5 ST, 13.8k base, close and personal, jazz hands and protected, reload, FRL, 14.4, spike, stable and greased, X45 pistol, strained, jazz hands and double duty. Remember guys, make sure on your pistol, never forget about this. A lot of people overlook this with their builds. Make sure your holstered talent is good, either it be a holstered or an equipped talent. Because it'll help your build a lot, sometimes up to 25% skill damage. So you make sure you have the right ones, like rooted. It's one of the best you can get. Greased, if you want to be using bloodlust, it'll give you 10% swap speed, because bloodlust gives you 15% weapon damage when you swap weapons. So you need to try and figure out what you want to use on your holster. Don't overlook it, because it can make your build very, very strong. Aroldi Holdings backpack. This has got 15k armor, 22 skill haste with skilled and self-adjusting. This is actually a pretty good backpack. I'm not even going to lie, because if you want a skill haste build, this is going to be great for you. And then you have an open mod slot where you could even put hard hitting and get damage to elites. You can put whatever you want there, or even hardened. This is actually a really good backpack. Aroldi Holdings chest piece, 14% headshot damage with Mad Bomber, 8.5% crit chance with an offensive and defensive mod slot. Very nice. 14% headshot damage is pretty high. I know it can go upwards of like 21%, but that's pretty decent. I've seen better, but you never know, guys. Some people might have only ever gotten 12%. That's what I always say. Some of these vendor resets, people say, oh, trash items, trash items. That's not true. Some people might find use from a lot of these pieces, so you can't be selfish about it. That's why we have to show everything. A lot of people might find it great for them. Like even this mod, for example, 1.5 damage to armor and damage to health. Someone might only have 0.5 on their build. You know what I mean? So you have to consider other players in the community as a whole. So this is a pretty, this mod is not great, but if you guys need it, like I said, it is here for you. It's got 1.5 weapon, 1 damage to armor, and 1 damage to health. Then we have got 86% health for the drone, and then on the turret, 55% health. Thanks for watching this video. Cassie Mendoza will be coming up next, as soon as she becomes available. So, like always, thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Division 2 vendor resets and any kind of good content, any videos. So I'll be seeing you agents in the next one. Peace out, boys.